Welcome back. Let's delve into this next chat. So the Market Theatre presents 8 performances of the Black Circus of the Republic of Bantu. It's an explosive and destabilising installation. It's based on performance artwork that aims to towards healing generations of trauma inflicted on black bodies. Now, the internationally travelled piece is performed by NYC Bessie Award winner Ibokwe Khoza in collaboration with award-winning director Princess Zinzi Mhlongo. The Black Circus of the Republic of Bantu is an artistic display of the violent and shocking legacy of ethnological expositions such as human zoos and exhibitions in Western societies. Albert Ibokwe is going to be joining us this morning to chat a little bit further. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for your time at this hour.
Thank you for having me.
I know this was not an easy piece to obviously immerse yourself in.
Sure.
And so now that we're on the other side and we're obviously looking forward to what's set to come, the healing that's meant to come through. Tell us about the focal point of this. What's been unearthed through some of the subject matter?
I mean, it's also still not an easy piece to perform.
Absolutely.
On a day-to-day. But I guess it gives us a moment to just really immerse ourselves into a space that is offering us to confront ourselves, confront our history, confront where we are, who we are as a people, our differences, what makes us different, and really try to deal with that. And of course, the ritual of the work itself creates a gathering where we can all partake, you know.
You can only heal what you can name.
Sure.
And I mean, this is something that, as you mentioned, it's highly confrontational because it's generational and there's historic trauma that's also attached to it. When we're talking about that healing process, what's immersed in that experience that people are going to be undergoing?
People are going to be shocked because I guess also certain things can't be sugar-coated. No. It's never easy to get to the greener side of anything, of freedom. I mean, freedom is a restless place in its own. So therefore, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and people have to be able to just calm down, live their picture-perfect lives, or so thought out to be, and really start crackling what's happening to us as a people. We still have things like Black Lives Matter. We still have the farmers who've left this country. That shows us that we're still in trouble as a people, that there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done. So there needs to be conversations, uncomfortable conversations. And I think that's the only way we can try work out a lot of things.
The body has memory as well.
Sure.
And the soul has memory.
Yeah.
And if you're even just looking at the artistic direction that was employed with Princess Zinzi Mhlongo's vision as well. Tell us a little bit more about that and what came through.
So Princess, I mean, she's a director and an international producer. It was so easy to create this work with her. It was so easy to, I guess because she's an artist herself, to get most of the things that I was trying and the images that I was trying to pop up in this work. Therefore, she comes in to harbor this entire process. It's so weird. I usually can't perform without seeing her in the room. Because she's my safety net. So I have to take the audience and make it safe for them, but I also need a safety net as a person. So Princess becomes that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because the expositions that obviously come through, the ethnological expositions, I mean, they're harsh. We're speaking about human zoos as well. We're speaking about societal attitudes that existed back then, but they still pervade, to your point about healing still needing to be taking place. Can you speak to some of what's on offer, some of those stories that come to the fore? Are there names that can be named as well?
Definitely. I mean, you think of Sarah Batman and the story of Sarah Batman, and I'm very close with it because even in today's life, I feel like I'm not different to her. In as much as I travel the world, I'm still questioning her life through my life. You know, I'm questioning curators abroad. Have they transformed from how their ancestors looked and perceived us? And of course, body politics will always be there. Also because we've inherited a lot as a people. There's a lot of destabilization that has cracked us as a people. Black, white. we've all inherited this horrible legacy. So therefore, we need to start healing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a contemporary reality is based on where we come from, and where we headed is not looking too great. So
Sure.
if we cannot confront those and heal, create a solid foundation. The sensory, provocations,
Sure.
the visual provocations
Yeah.
that are going to come to the fore as well. Can you expand a little bit more on what's part of the installation?
Audiences must just come through, and trust me, all your senses in the human body are activated in this piece. That's how much work we've had to put into it. Because also as a people, we've become so desensitized. It's so easy to receive the news in one ear. It plays around, it goes out in the next ear. We're not feeling anymore. So we've really worked hard so that people can feel something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And feeling is where you create and
Definitely.
you also heal from. The title Black Circus
Sure.
of the Republic of Bantu. It's a loaded title, and
Sure.
I just wonder if you could speak to the inspiration behind that. Also, what are you trying to headline through that?
Sure. I think the biggest thing was also trying to outline that a lot of black bodies were put into circuses because of their different attributes, or said to be different. The black body has always been studied, right? But now, once they were done studying them, they pushed them into the circus because they were said to be freaks. So that's what I'm trying to bring forward with this. And the word Bantu, in as much as in the apartheid era, they thought that it's a damning kind of name. But the word Bantu exists in all different languages as you go up in Africa. Pronounced differently, but it still maintains the AU. So Bantu, Bwanu, Vwanu, in different languages as you go up in Africa. So I needed to celebrate our blackness as a people. I needed to celebrate our skin and reclaim our beauty and reclaim our royalty with that.
Okay, and I'm glad you're speaking about that, because I wanted to then look at if we're reframing the narratives.
Definitely.
And asserting our agency,
Definitely.
Putting our hands up, taking up space.
Yeah.
What is the future then going to look like post this experience? And what other conversations are you going to have about our agency at large? Let's make the benchmark more Afrocentric as opposed to what the current construct is all about.
I mean, we're celebrating June 16. It's also Pride Month.
Yes.
There's a lot to celebrate, but there's a lot to unravel also. There's a lot of things that we still need to break away from and unlearn about ourselves because of the system of the past and how a lot of people are still conditioned with different things.
Yes.
So we need to start celebrating ourselves. We need to start dealing and talking and sharing and being kind to ourselves and other people in general.
Because I am, because of you are.
Definitely.
That's the adage I'll say in Ubuntu. Thank you for your time at the start, for being part of this. If you want more information, we want to be part of this experience, contact as well. Just remind us how we can go about doing that.
So you can go on the Market Theatre website. There's only 6 more shows left.
Okay.
Tickets can be found on web tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
it's only weekend shows.
Okay, so Black Circus of the Republic of Bantu, a powerful, thought-provoking performance, of course, that artwork that's going to be challenging audiences to confront the dark legacy of human zoos, ethnological expositions, but also reframe some of those constructs and restore agency at large to our people. Again, thank you to Albert for joining us, Albert Ibokwe for joining us at the Salwa and for chatting about this.